Start with question number 1. Question number 1. Study the payslip below of Brian Fisher for month of May 2024 and answer the following questions. All right. This is how it looks like. It's a payslip. Okay. What does the acronym UIF stand for? We very well know that the U stands for unemployment. Unemployment. The I stands for insurance. Then the F stands for fund. Okay, define the term grocery. Grocery, we should say, is the before, can say before deductions. We are interested in the salary before deductions. Calculate Mr. Brown Fisher's net monthly salary, which is A. So now net will always equal to gross minus deductions. So net is after deduction. All right, let's go there. The gross amount of money to be paid, it's this amount. So we shall say 31,500 minus 8,960 minus 177 rand 12 cents. And the answer here became answer becomes 22,362 rands and 88 what cents. All right, and determine Babylon Fisher's age. How do you determine age? You take the current year minus the year the person was born. Now, when you come here, we shall use this ID. So I'm here looking at this. This we shall take it to be 1988. So we're going to come down here. We shall subtract 1988, and the person is 36 years. 36 years of what? Age. Identify the company Mr. Brown is working for. Yes, the company. It's not, this is the address. This was the address. Why do you say the address? Because you see this and you see this street here. On which building is found on this building and on which floor? The top floor. So this is the code. So the company is this. This was the company. Precision Software Solutions. Software Solutions. All right, 1.2. The annual salaries in rands of the top 9 highest paying jobs in South Africa are listed below. So they're asking you to identify the highest annual salary and in South Africa. All right, which is this much? So they said write it down, and it's 1,684,000. Express the amount 1,552,345 in words. So we say 1 million. Why do we say 1 million? Because we have 6 digits after it. So the one qualifies to become 1,000,005 552, 52, 300, 300, 40, 45. All right, there you go. That was question number 1.2.3. Name one instrument that could be used to collect this data. You know the instruments we have? We have a questionnaire. A questionnaire could have been fine. Questionnaire, then we talk of an interview. It's another instrument. We have an interview. Yeah, you know very well. Yeah, questionnaire can be both electronic and manual. Also, the interview can be telephonic. Or you can go and see the password physically. And observation cannot work here because you have to approach people and you ask them. So there are two methods, questionnaire and interview. Let's look at question number 2. On annexure A, is a bank statement for J. Sheng. Study the statement and answer the questions that follow. When an amount is debited in the bank account, it indicates a payment that is made from the account. What will the credit amount indicate? Credit is the opposite of debit. This indicates, credit indicates amount that has come in. Credit indicates the amount that has been received. Credit indicates amount that has been received. All right. How much does the bank charge for EFT payments? Remember EFT, electronic fund transfer. Then we go there and we look at the annexure. We need to look at the annexure. So the annexure looks like this. We shall only look for the EFT, which was for school fees. This is the EFT that was looked at. We look at that EFT. He did this, but they're asking for transaction fee. So the transaction fee will be this much. We shall come here and we say 13 rands 32. 13 rands 32. 13 rands 32. 13 rands 42. 13 rands 42 cents. This value here. Okay. We continue and we say, can I get the value of A on the bank statement? Let's go and verify. Wonderful. When you look at A, it's here on the side of balance, but it happens after the money has come in. Remember, the balance was in negative. So this simply means you're going to add these two values. You're going to add these two values. You're going to add this. So the value of A, let me write it here. The value of A will equal to 17,000 plus negative 6,842.20 cents. That means the money is going to reduce. And when we do that, we have, let me see. So the value of A becomes 10,157 rands 80 cents. So a mixture of these two becomes a minus. So those ones who don't know this rule, please, you put it the way it is in the calculator and you get your final answer. So the value of A, that's how we got it. The value of A is got from the table there. A will equal to 17,000 minus 6,842 rands, and you end up having 10,158. This was 20 cents, so comma 80 cents. So let's look at the value of B. When you look at the value of B, it's a debit. This simply means this amount, there's a certain value that was subtracted from this amount, and they go to the answer as. So we need to know the value of B. Shall also do it from here. Value of B to B. Value of B, we are saying 6,276 rands 3 cents minus a given value. They got the answer as. Why am I subtracting? Because this is on the side of the debit. Debit, we subtract. Credit, we add. Credit, we add. Debit, we subtract. All right, that's why we can say, and then the answer here, value of B becomes 6,276 3 cents minus the 5,821 83 cents. So the value of B equals to 454 rands 20 cents. 450. So that was the value of B. All right, then we continue and we see Mrs. Baywater receives the municipal account for the water and electricity that her family have used in February 2024. Study the water and the electricity account and the tariff table that are given in the annexure B to answer the questions that follow. Is there any free water given by the municipality in Mogale? If so, how many kiloliters? It's going to look at the annexure. That's what we are looking at. We shall determine it using the tariff here. Okay. Yes, indeed we have. Because this is free. You see, it's 0. So you don't pay anything. So you're saying, is there any? Yes. And how much is it? How many kiloliters? You're saying there are 6 kiloliters free. All right, we're going to calculate the value of A and B. Throughout. I will use the annexure in that you understand. So here we are. The meter reading, water usage. So this was the meter reading that was taken on in January. Then this one was taken in Feb, and they gave them. So the one in Feb has to be higher than the one in January. That's why they got 19. So how are we going to get? So the value of A, simply meaning it's the same as 6,000 minus A gives us 19. But then we want A to become a positive. So A jumps over this side. A goes that side. So the 19 comes in and becomes Yes, we are looking for the value of A. We are saying this was the first and this is the second. So we shall take, because the highest one has to be the highest, it has to be the one in February minus the one in January. So we are saying the one in Feb minus that in January should give us the units what? 19. The one in Feb, we don't know, it's A, minus 6,589 should give me 19. So since we are looking for A, this jumps over. So we remain with A on one side, giving us 19 plus 6,589. And we go on and we say, we end up having the value of A as 6,608 units. The value of B, this is electricity also, but we are looking for total used, like how many units we are used. So we shall take the one in Feb, minus the one in January. So still we do the same because Feb is the latest minus the earlier on month. So we say, now these are the same units. There's nothing much that we need. So we shall only look at minus. So we end up having 864 minus 425. End up having the answer as the value of B. That's the value of B. So we look at the value of C. C, we are looking for VAT. And already the amount here, it does not have VAT. So if you have to look for C, you are supposed to say 1,5 times 1170. And the value of C, the value of C becomes 175,64. Since it's money, we stop at two decimal places. So this is C. We look at D. Now D, when you look at D, it's the amount payable. Now it's when you have no VAT, we add on this. So it's the same as you including VAT. So it's the same as that much plus 175, comma. So here the answer becomes 1,340, 46, comma, 57. This is the value of D. Or someone else would have said, the value of D, someone else would have said, you take 1170, comma, 93. You include VAT immediately. You include VAT immediately, which could have caused the same number to appear. Get the same number. Either way, the easiest is it's one that you take. We're saying this is how we got the numbers, and this is how we got each is 2 marks. And this is how we marked it. Did you add for A? If you added 1 mark, you get the right answer 1 mark. For B, if you subtracted 1 mark, you got the right answer 1 mark. Then it comes to C, you multiply it by 15. Realize that you're going to multiply by 15%. Gives you 1 mark. And don't worry, the people might ask, what about if I used 15 over 100? This is the same as 0.15. All right. Okay.